Okay, Blas, you weren't in the first Superior Cage Combat event, so do you feel honored that you were put in the main event, being that this is your first fight on the card?
Yeah, as soon as they gave me the news that Josh Neer was looking for an opponent and that I would be a candidate, I took the shot as soon as I could, and so I'm actually very honored to be on the main event card and to be fighting against Josh Neer himself.
Okay, during the weigh-ins, he predicted a first fight knockout. Does that give you any extra motivation to not maybe knock him out in the first round or finish the fight, or any extra motivation at all?
Yeah, in a sense, it just kind of pumps you up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, this guy really thinks, but I think it's more for show. And him saying that doesn't faze me. So in that same sense, it's like, if I put him out in the first round, then I can say, there you go for talking shit. But I'm not gonna have my shoe put in my mouth because he's the one talking shit. His experience will help him go the 3 rounds, but it's something that I could take away from him with a single submission, so, or even a knockout in that same sense. And so that's something that I'm looking to do, is kind of wear and tear him. You know, he's a hard guy to break, but I think I can be the one to do it.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. He's known for being in wars. I mean, most of his fights are wars. Do you want to try to avoid a war with him and end it quickly, or are you willing to go into that deep water with him?
I'm not the kind of guy to retreat from a war, but you know, if it comes down to it and he wants to exchange and let's see who's the bigger man, I'm not afraid to throw blows with Josh Neer.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Your opponent got changed at the last minute on you. You were supposed to fight Spirit Wolf. Do you feel extra pressure, and what adjustments did you have to make, or if any, having to face Sean Fitzsimmons now?
Well, you know, there's pressure for every fight. You know, of course, every fight you want to win, you want to perform your best. You know, everybody's watching closely. You're only as good as your last fight, so tomorrow night's super important. But both guys don't have the greatest records, so there's pressure right there. You know, like, you don't want to lose to the guy that doesn't have the greatest record. You know, so there's pressure. But I mean, he's got nothing to lose. He's stepping up on 2 days' notice. He's just going to come out here. He's going to try to take my head off. You know what I mean? He's going to try to win. This is his chance right now to make a name for himself and, like, show everybody what he's capable of. And it's my job to kick him in the dirt and let him know, like, hey, I'm not a fucking stepping stone. You know, I'm here to take care of business, and you know, I got some big things coming up, and this is the first thing in my way to getting there. You know, as far as adjustments concerned, it's just fight smart, man. Just don't go out there and think, oh, you're fighting a guy with a record of 6-6, and you know, get fancy out there. No, I'm fighting GSP as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna fight, you know, my fight, and be as smart as I can out there and as technical as possible. And if I fight smart and hard and smart, you know, I keep saying smart, but I believe in being a smart fighter and using your head out there and, you know, strategizing. I'll be victorious.
Given the announcement yesterday that Zuffa made the deal with Fox, do you think it's going to make it harder for fighters such as yourself to make it back to the show? And do you think it'll benefit guys like you that have an established name in MMA but aren't under the Zuffa umbrella? Like, will it, you know, up pay scales and sponsorship money and things like that?
You know, it's definitely huge for the UFC, first of all. I don't know if it'll help guys outside the UFC or not, but I think the UFC guys deserve to be paid more now, especially being on such a big channel like that. This is my last fight at welterweight. I'm dropping to 55 after this, so I think, you know, a couple wins at 55, I'll be back in the UFC, and you know, I'll be ready for NBC.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.